I was just out of balance.
Gotcha.
Sir, I have not drank a thing.
When I ran you through the field sobriety test, you failed.
Each of these men charged with DUI in Middle Tennessee tested negative for both alcohol and drugs.
What has this done to your life?
It was the most stressful, most traumatic experience I've ever had.
When Goodlettsville police pulled over elementary school teacher Jeff Adams for crossing out of his lane, he was eager to prove that he didn't have a drop of alcohol in his system.
And he said, "You'll be glad to do a field sobriety test?" I said, "Sure," because I don't drink. So I knew I could pass it.
But Adams was wrong.
You know, having both hips replaced, I'm not going to do well standing on one leg.
He hoped a breathalyzer would quickly clear him.
He tested negative.
But in Fox 17 News' first report, I uncovered a majority of law enforcement agencies in Middle Tennessee don't use breathalyzers, saying blood draws are more accurate.
But I do believe that some type of real-time ability to test would at least be able to assist with somebody who is just outright not impaired.
Rutherford County DUI defense attorney Scott Kimberly says while DUI enforcement is crucial, he believes officers need more training to pinpoint other factors that could cause a sober driver to fail a field test.
They have difficulty walking for a completely legitimate medical purpose, but the officers don't inquire about that.
For 76-year-old David Dutton, having vertigo sometimes affects his balance.
And plus I'm old.
Dutton did tell Rutherford Sheriff's deputies about the bulging disc in his back.
So you've been dealing with a disc for 45 years?
Oh, yeah.
You don't take any pain medications or anything for it? No.
Dutton says he doesn't take pain meds or drink, but he still had trouble walking heel to toe.
Yeah, but I don't know if I got that balance or not.
Do you have any questions about the instructions?
No.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
I just can't believe this.
Minister William Rose didn't believe it either. His longtime balance and eye problems led to a failed field test in Murfreesboro.
It's been an ongoing struggle. There's times when I'm alone, I'll cry.
Ultimately, all of their cases were dismissed, but they had to wait 3 to 7 months for TBI to process the test results and longer for court.
These people have to continue to wonder, am I going to lose my license? Is that going to cost me my job?
A TBI spokesperson tells Fox 17 that the current turnaround time for alcohol testing is about 3 weeks and 10 weeks for drugs. That's just over 3 months for both. TBI says new funding will allow them to hire more scientists by the end of the year. Now, each of these men had questionable field sobriety tests, which police will say is enough probable cause to warrant an arrest. I found out that the number of DUI cases in Tennessee getting totally dismissed is happening more often. In fact, court records show the same officer who arrested Jeff Adams had 2 other DUI cases dismissed last year. The Goodlettsville Police Department sent us a statement saying in part they regret the impact to Mr. Adams' life, but the officer made a good faith effort based on probable cause. We are continuing in training our personnel with the goal of having positive outcomes. This Tennessee District Attorney's General Conference newsletter reports more than 12% of DUIs in the state were dismissed in the first quarter of 2024. That's 220 cases. The newsletter goes on to say, quote, "Unfortunately, we are seeing more and more cases being dismissed."
I've had less than 5 traffic infractions in my life, and then to be arrested for a DUI, and you have to explain that to your own kids. All you have is your reputation, and it got smeared that morning.
Have a seat in here again.
A good tip, keep any medical documentation that will show that you have issues that could impact a field sobriety test in your glove compartment. I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.